I play Roblox. That statement either made you hate me or love me, and in my time, I've played many games, some good, some bad, and this is no different than the most niche genre on Roblox cruise ship games. These games I have a history with. I've played many of these games, from old MC Frame games to total gems, so I decided to rank these games in a tier list. Yes, I know this is an outdated meme, but I've always wanted to do it. First, let's start with the three Tableboard Studios cruise ship games. Starting from the first one, Cruise Line Simulator Classic, though I remember when it was just Cruise Line Simulator. This is a game where you start from a small cruise ship and work your way up to the larger ships. You sail the ship around, refuel and supply it, and explore the world. Now, the issues come here. You can't paint the ships, limiting customization. You can't snap the camera to the ship, and when your ship moves, your player barely moves with it. And you need to position yourself just right for the driving, making it tedious. As well as that, the driving UI and mechanics just suck. As well as that, ships have invisible walls to walk into, and it's a total pay-to-win game. Grinding is so time-consuming and tedious that it's not even really worth it unless you give up your entire life for this Roblox game. Also, none of these issues will be fixed, as development has stopped. There were so many things that they could have done and that they were going to do, like having your own private island you could customize and certain modules would make more money, and many other stuff. I know it's because I talked to some of the developers while they were developing this game, and the ideas they had were really good, but will never be realized now that development has stopped. It's a total waste. D tier. Next, Cruise Line Simulator: A New Era. Now, this is what the first game should have been. The ships are larger, you move with the ship, and grinding is not as bad. However, it suffers from the issues of driving still sucking, some ships like the Holiday class feeling unfinished, positioning your camera sucks, and it's even more pay to win. However, I have spent many Robux on it. And I've had some good memories of this game. It's worth checking out, just don't spend Robux on it. Additionally, the Carnival Sunshine is extremely accurate, and the slide functions properly. I genuinely love the selection of ships in this game. I do also very much find it funny, the slides in the Carnival Sunshine in this game work better than the slides in the current Carnival Sunshine in real life. Though I will forever hold a grudge for the developers for banning me from their Discord for no reason and refusing to explain why. B tier. Next is the final and best tabletop game, Cruise Ship Simulator. Now this is currently in alpha and costs 80 Robux to play. However, I recommend starting now as you get the Mardi Gras if you start in alpha. This fixes all the issues I had. People walk around on the decks, grinding does not take as long as ports are closer, and the camera is snapped to the ship. Also, the SS United States is here, so that gives it automatic A tier. I can't wait for this game to also be completely abandoned, and for the SS United States to only exist in this game. Next we've got here, wait, what is this? Oh, this one. Yeah, so this is Liberty Cruise, a painfully mid-game. The fact you can literally book rooms, hang out on the cruise ship, and even load your luggage into security is awesome. The attention to detail is great. However, the thumbnail is this, and the game is a total sellout. You have to pay for everything, and the ship goes nowhere. Also, while I was getting footage for this game, I discovered the train that brings you to the ship is broken, so you can't even get on the cruise ship to begin with. Basically, it's broken and will probably never get fixed. E tier. Next is a nostalgic game, Cruise Life. I played this game in alpha. My sister and I always enjoyed exploring the various islands, exploring the ship, and seeing the new cabins. There's so much to do in this game. However, it has fallen off, with a new ship not fitting the style and only 7 active players on a good day. The old ship was mid, but fit the cruise theme better. The new ship is just the Queen Mary too. Good for an ocean liner game, but not good if you're coming here for a tropical vacation. It feels like you're on a mansion going through the ocean, because that's what it's built for. you're coming here for a cruise, not a fancy ocean liner, and it feels off. But due to my nostalgia and the fact that it is actually fun and well made, I will give it a B tier. Next is Working on a Cruise Ship, the game where you need to pay to work on a cruise ship. If you try to book a room on a very familiar looking monorail, it won't let you. The ship never moves, cabins are locked, and activities are static. It's fun to explore the ship and see what it's all about, however, I assume development has stopped. Exploring is fun, but it's terrible in every other way. The F tier. Next is Cruise Story, and it's a banger. This one is the story about I think I'll just let you figure that out, because I don't want to spoil it all here for you. But the gameplay is nice, and the ship itself is huge. The story is engaging and keeps you on the edge of your seat, and the teamwork needed in order to complete the game makes it very fun to play with friends, and the payoff is great. Not many complaints, but it's also not the type of game that I'm into, so A tier. Before we get into the best cruise game on Roblox, I want to mention Tiny Sailor's World. A great game for sailing and customizing many ships from history, including cruise ships. But the fact that it does not focus on them and is more about ocean liners makes this just an honorable mention. But really good game to play. I love it. Port of Golden Springs cruise ship follows the same formula of having friends on a cruise and exploring new vacation destinations. However, this game takes that and runs with it. Premium areas and cabins that work. The crew is also players too, and there are never crew shortages because the game gets 200 players on a bad day and 500 on a good day, meaning the crew serves you food, cleans your room, and playing crew is super fun. You're not usually pressured to buy game passes, but you can also invite friends into rooms if you want to pay for a suite and then invite friends with you and they don't have to pay. There's also great slides. Take note, Cruise Life. Playing with friends is so fun, and there's more to come because this is a relatively new game. My main complaint is that events are short, and by the time you get from your room to the restaurant, it's already over. But everything else is super amazing. S tier. And last but not least, the best cruise ship game on Roblox, Cruise Ship Tycoon. This game is awesome. You get to create your own cruise line, fully build the floor plan, make activities to do, paint the ship to a limited amount, and there are 8 different ship templates to choose from. The game has several different islands to go to, and even the Titanic if you want to buy that game pass. There are endless things you can do with the ships, and it's honestly so fun. You can also have a group of people and build ships together. The game is amazing, however, it has not had any updates since the Teamwork update in 2022, and there aren't even slides and only 3 options for food shops. I would love a larger ship as well. In fact, the game receives no updates anymore, which is sad, but there is a sequel called Cruise Ship Tycoon not being made by the same studio, but by fans that are also sad as me. But I have heard nothing about it recently, and there's so much more I could say about this game, but I would be repeating myself. This is my favorite Roblox game, and the soundtrack lives rent-free in my head. Just so sad that the development stopped, when so much more could have been done. But for all the reasons I listed, S tier, this is the best Roblox cruise ship game. And that's my list of Roblox cruise ship games. I know it's a weird video, but I wanted to put my little love for these games in front of a few views. Oh, and also I want to put Roblox in my title so that I get a lot of people watching. Mainly this video is to talk about Cruise Ship Tycoon, but I decided to give other games a chance. If you really want to take a cruise, and you don't have the money to, just play Gold Springs Cruise Ship, and spend a little bit of money if you want to on some of the game passes to make your experience more fun. And if you want to make your own cruise empire without doing all the boring, real stuff about entrepreneurship and whatever. Just play Cruise Ship Tycoon. And pressure the devs into updating it again. Preferably. So, what's the next update for Gold Springs Cruise Ship? Why do so many games use the AI thumbnails? And when will Cruise Ship Tycoon 2 come out? It's a very good question.